surprising my dad with a new ombre suit that's launching for the 9th birthday for Alfleet. See his reaction. Yeah, this is yours. Wow. Man, look nice. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Damn. When I see these faded ones. So the new materials is like a Sherpa. Really soft. Look at the back.
Hello. Hi.
It's good, nice.
I said, I can't work out with this one.
No, wear it now if you want. Put it on. Me, Heidi, and you will match.
You hungry? Oh, you hungry. Oh man, look at that. Make your little.
Should we?
Yes, go ahead. Get on that line there.
Something else I was gonna, your son went crazy over it. It's so simple. Tortillas, I put butter on both sides, stick it on there. Cheese, the chicken that's pre-cooked, cut pieces up, put little chicken pieces around, lots of cheese, little garlic thing. Put the top one on there with butter, flip it over. It is a case of chicken. Yeah. And then I just use a little pizza cutter and cut it up. Done. Yeah. What do you need?
Is he?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Ooh.
I have a blend right in the back.
Look at the back.
I like
How's your
that.
girl?
Oh my gosh.
Feels so comfortable. I mean,
Show the material on the inside real quick. Like the.
yeah.
See? Wait.
There's nothing pulling out of it.
There you go. Yeah, there's no pilling. Kind of spongy.
You don't get those little dots.
That looks good. The pants.
So nice. What size is this?
Large.
What do you think as far as length?
I think you could probably do a medium.
Yeah. Because I got them up to my belt.
Let me see the back of the pant. You got the outfit on the back waist. Let me see. Yeah, right there. That looks good. A little detail. Oh yeah. It looks good.
Really? So comfortable. Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A little family time.
Hi, girl.
In New York, there's this grocery store that is called Italy. So they have a restaurant, they have a grocery store, and it's all Italian stuff. So I found these cookies, and they have them in like different flavors. But
You see the front? Oh, wafer. I love wafer.
I haven't tried that taste in a color.
take one,
Let me see. Ooh.
and they're little, so just one. Or you won't be able to just eat one.
Mmm, that's so good. That's so soft.
There's nothing like it.
It's like airy.
It's nothing like it. But if you're dieting, I can take them. God, it's so good, huh?
Wow, that's really good.
I love wafers.
I ate one
I had the I shouldn't be talking about it. They're so good.
So good.
coconut.
That's okay.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Taste.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have my son send me some from New York.
Oh, no, that's enough for now.
I ate a bag watching the movie.
What's that?
I ate almost the whole bag watching the movie. One night.
Nah. What's up, girl?
You're trying to sneak a picture of that, you know it?
Huh?
Or you're taking a picture of
A little video, yeah. Nala's right behind you, right here. Look, she's there with some toys.
And she's waiting for me to get food in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just tell them to wait a few minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Nala, get out of there. Get out of there.
She knows she got 50-50 chance of getting lucky. She had to take all my...
Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Alpha Eats.
Cilantro rice. So good.
It's a chicken.
Oh, that is nice and hot, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah. No,
Yeah. Goes out of my plate.
Oh, you got some ground beef for you, mijo.
Oh, ground beef too?
Ground beef is for you, yeah, right there.
Perfect.
And
You want ground beef, Mr. Summers?
I got some sweet potatoes too, right here. Sweet potatoes?
No, you can't have those.
That's a nice oven.
It
really is. High tech.
Oh, it's good. Oh.
Yeah, so the boxing.
How do you rate the Alf Eats chicken?
100%. Oh.
And there's also barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken is really good too.
Huh.
Isn't it good?
You can get a pound of it for like, what? How much is a pound? Cooked, fresh,
I think it's like
11, 12 bucks?
Yeah, 11
12 bucks?
10.99 under that, maybe under that.
For a whole pound cooked? That's great. You pick it up at Alf Eats.
And that cilantro rice. God,
Yeah, look at this rice.
that's my favorite cilantro.
Darn.
That's a
No, I
steamed
don't want
rice
you to
cilantro.
burn your mouth, so I can't give you any hot food. All right. I give it a sit. Gentle. There you go. Don't hurt me.
Oh, she's always working. Oh, Nala will sell me into giving her anything she wants.
Whenever me and Heidi travel.
Those pretty eyes.
And look, I've been training her to stay over there this whole time because she keeps begging for food. So I'm like giving her treats when she stays on the bed and doesn't come and beg. But it just shows.
She's doing good. She's doing really good. I see the difference.
Does it make you feel kind of stupid?
Yeah. She knows better than I do. Damn.
Jessica and Angela.
Just looking at some family photos right now, hanging out.
Well,
Heidi's doing a
Nala's
fitting
been
for her
drinking.
wedding dress upstairs.
Nala's been playing with us.
And we just chilling here at the dining table.
Because she's very smart.
Okay. Watching, or got some Curb Your Enthusiasm on the TV screen.
Oh, this is my favorite. She goes, Mom, I was so dirty. I went, no, that's chocolate ice cream. You loved it and you wore half of it and you were adorable. Enjoying it all by yourself. She's a big girl. So cute.
Wait, what's Heidi?
They're trying dresses.
Trying dresses?
Her
Yeah.
dress, her dress.
What about her dress?
They're altering.
So beautiful. Stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning.
We're gonna cry like crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No question about it.
Yeah, we're doing some business with some factories in Mexico, in San Luis Potosí, and it was fiberglass goods, which vases, etc., etc. We're doing the furniture markets. So we had just bought a Tri-Tech van, a customized van, and I never driven over there, and it's a mountain like this. In English, they call it the spine of the devil or something scary like that. But anyway, you're driving in the clouds. It goes like this, and there's no side, there's nothing
Like
holding you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And brand new van. And I was like going slow, and I was right behind a little Ford,
Hey,
Ford,
thanks.
a truck, and some little kid in the back was like, waving,
Yeah.
and they were going like barely moving. So I saw an open. I says, I'm gonna pass them through the side. So I very slowly passed them. I started accelerating, and around the corner comes a white thing, man, a truck, 18-wheeler. And when I turned, I went and hit the guy, and the oil slick just took me. I couldn't. There was a lot of oil from trucks. And those,
Oh, yeah.
So you got to drive I didn't know that. So it took me in like this and head on. She was in the passenger seat, no seat belt. I had my seat belt. Head on, and we went like, boom, 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 boom.
How old were you guys?
We were about 20. How old were we when we?
29, 30.
29, 30. We were negotiating some fiberglass buying for the markets we were doing.
We went to buy.
Yeah, we're buying
Full of
fiberglass vases, and I could see in slow motion. She was flying like this, and there, and I was like, and I would tell her, just pretend you're in a carnival ride. And I was talking to her, and she would just run, and I could hear everything, the glass, every tree, just boom, boom, just like that. There's no sound. I'll never forget. And and me, pardon my words, but I said, bring it, motherfucker. I swear to God, I was playing football. It transformed me like a linebacker.
Fight back.
I was like, come on, don't worry, I was talking to my wife. Just pretend you're doing aerobics. We're in a carnival. Really. She was flying like slow motion. And I was watching her. But I got angry. I said, come on.
Yeah, bring it.
Yeah, bring it. You ain't going to take us.
Wow.
And the first thing she says, pulling her out, is, I mean, just getting out of the van was really, we were upside down, right? And the wheel was stuck in my chest, like stuck. And I, couldn't take my seatbelt off, upside down. The glass window was like a V, like all folded. So finally got a button out. I have no idea how I got out. Went around and pulled her, and then I remember that rock. There was a round rock, and I sat her, and she looked at me like real, like good morning thing, and then she says, I gotta go clean the kitchen. Help! And we could hear people up there. Are you okay? Talking in Spanish. Help! Gosh.
No, we're not okay.
After everything, I thought about it.
What were you yelling? What were you yelling? Like, were you yelling?
Well, because it was.
Help. What else were you saying?
Ayúdenos.
Were you saying bring?
Yeah. Somos dos, mi esposa y yo. I was trying to. And people could hear us, right? And they finally knew where we were.
There's a picture of
Oh, I got the van. It looks like an accordion. One of the first, we got the picture. Oops, I got this. Yeah, it looks like an accordion.
So
If you look at the picture of the van, you would say,
that?
no way.
nothing.
Nothing.
Remember?
The last thing I remember is when we were behind the truck with the people in the back.
Yeah, they took us in an ambulance, and
Wow.
your face was like she was gone, like just like that, like no nothing. Oh, and the thing I remember the most was 9/11.
I remember that day.
We were doing
in,
a show in
in
Ontario,
California.
a furniture, a beauty show, right?
Beauty show.
Okay, we're doing other items for beauty shows.
Coming
We
back
ended
home.
up picking up beauty shows, hair shows, beauty shows. Crazy market. And we're the only ones selling that good, so killing. But yeah, it's
So we're coming back home, and then
On 9/11.
9/11. So it was
Driving.
about 10 a.m. I think 11 a.m.
and I was
we were switching because I was gonna take.
Yeah, well, I was switching, and I heard I was in the back because we were gonna. It was switching, and I heard an airplane has just hit the towers. And then
And we
about
were
5 more
like
miles, we started
in
seeing
New Mexico,
police with.
I think we were in New Mexico, right? And then coming through El Paso, right after El Paso, there's a checkpoint.
Yeah,
So they were all
we got off.
there.
They pulled us off and checked us, and
And you guys just called the school? Who'd you call for us?
who do we call?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Cindy took care of
yeah.
it. Yeah. She's going to the
So
wedding.
we were driving all the way home, listening to all this, and our kids, and then I was speeding, and they stopped me. I said, dude, this is 9/11. I mean, really?
Yeah, you got nothing better to do.
Gosh.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. I told them, I gotta go. What are you doing?
It's a terrorist. Leave me alone.
Everybody is speeding right now.
Crazy.
Did you get a ticket?
Huh?
Did you get a ticket?
No.
He never gets a ticket.
No?
Never gets a ticket.
Dude, you got kids? I told him, you got
I get
kids?
tickets all the time.
No, I
I
looked
get
them straight in the eye and
tickets.
I told them, you got kids? Well, it's a
I
special,
mean, I don't
but
get
wouldn't you call
tickets
this
all
an
the time.
emergency? Gosh.
The only time I get tickets is when the trooper is training somebody.
Oh, yeah?
And the last two I got, they were both stupid. One was 3 a.m. driving from Anchorage. Actually, we left Big Lake, and the speed limit was 55, and 5 miles up the road it went to 65. Middle of the night, this guy stops me, 68 and a 55,
Oh.
just before I get to the 65-mile-an-hour speed limit. And of course, he thought he had a drunk on his hands, because it was 3 in the morning. But,
Yeah.
he
Totally sober.
gave me a ticket. I was thinking, what?
What are you
I
talking?
looked at
I'm Summers.
somebody in the car with me. And then the last one was this summer. I come up to a 4-way stop in the middle of absolutely nowhere, where nobody ever makes a full stop because you can see what's coming. Well, there was one car coming, and I just drove up the corner and just went around the corner without stopping. And
He
the
stopped
only
you.
car in 3 miles was a trooper. He turned around and sure enough had somebody with him. He trained somebody.
Wow.
Aw.
So I got a 6-pointer for that one because that's dangerous. Running around.
Oh.
That was in the middle of nowhere. It's one thing in the middle of town, but middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite one was when you got pulled over by the guy impersonating
Oh, that was hilarious.
That's a good story.
It's a good story.
Well, let me mic you up for this one then. There you go.
Yeah, I was.
Is it off?
Is it on, Christine?
Yeah, it's up.
No, I was driving from towards North Pole on the Richardson Highway, and right where there's a left turn onto Peridot, it's a 4-lane road, but there's a left turn, and these people were pulling in the left lane. So I just, I wasn't getting off there. I pulled over to the right, and I kind of zoomed by the line, and as I'm zooming by a little fast,
A little bit.
a little over 70.
I don't know about that little
Well, it
side
was-
thing you did.
What was the speed limit then? It was 55, I think. No, it's 60 now. It was only 55. Now I'm doing like, I don't know, 70 and something. And as I go by, there's a Mercury, what was that? They had a SUV, a Mercury, whatever it was. But I looked down and the rear quarter panel had some tape on it. It was flapping, and I'm thinking, boy, now there's a piece of junk. And as I go by him, red and blue lights come on in this thing, and he pulls out behind me. And I thought, I ain't stopping for that. I mean, no, you got a piece of junk car with red and blue lights. I used to do that stuff in college. You know? And so I drove all the way down. It was like another mile and a half to the turnoff to North Pole. So I got off the exit, went all the way to the end and stopped. And then jumped out of my car, and he stopped behind me, and he jumped out, and he said, "Get back in your car." And I said, "No." And what did I tell him? He said,
I want to see your ID.
"Oh, you know," he comes up, "Yeah, I want to see your ID." I said, "No, I want to see your ID." And he pulls out, he goes, I forget his name, it was FBI. This guy was an FBI agent.
FBI, stop it.
And I'm in a black Mercedes sedan in North Pole, Alaska. And he held it out. He held out his ID and then put it away. I said, "No, let me see that again." So he got it out so I could get a better look at it. And I said, "What do you want with me?" He says, "Well," and there'd been recently a bank robbery at the grocery store right there in North Pole, not too long ago. And he goes, "Well, the men that robbed the bank were driving a vehicle that matches this description." And I said, "You got to be kidding." I said, "How many black Mercedes sedans we got here in North Pole anyways?" And he just kind of looked at me, kind of sheepish, and then he goes, "Well, you were driving a little fast." And I'm going,
What's 3?
I was driving a little fast? Now I'm confused. Finally, just walked back to his car and left. And so I called a friend of mine who was the head of the state trooper post in Fairbanks, R.J. Wall, or as they call him Ron, I called him R.J. I said, "Hey, R.J., who's this guy?" He goes, "Oh, the FBI guy? Oh, he's not impersonating an officer again, is he?" So then I looked up the FBI number for Fairbanks and called the guy. And I said, "Hi, is this so-and-so?" He goes, "Yeah, this is Gilbert Summers." He knew that from my ID. I said, "Well, I just wanted to make sure you were just a real FBI guy and not some identity theft person." He goes, No, I'm a real guy." And he goes, I said, "Well," he says, "I've never had anything like that happen to me before." And I said, "Well, it was a little odd to have some guy in a piece of junk car pull me over. He says, well, repairing the car had not been at the top of the priority list. And I said, well, that was obvious. I had fun with him. This poor guy. All I could think of was those jokes on the movies where they say, boy, if you screw up again, they're going to transfer you to Fairbanks, Alaska. So I don't know who this guy made mad, but that was hilarious. I couldn't believe that one. Oh, well.
Funny story.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
You tell him a story about Chatty with that one gun, that the beans, meat.
Oh, yeah, the meat and bean guy. Mm-hmm. He told you that story, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did you tell?
Have you heard that one?
No.
Well,
oh, it's a good one.
Chad was at Alaska Ammo, and a guy comes in, and Chad loves to be the teacher, the gun teacher. So he's giving the guys some instruction and talking a little bit about history, and said, well, you know, before the .357 was invented in the 30s, the most powerful handgun was the Walker Colt, built in around 1828 for the Texas Rangers. Mm-hmm. And this guy said, well, I shot one of those back in the 50s. And Chad's thinking to himself, because he knows everything, almost, he's thinking they didn't even make replicas until the 1960s. So this guy is in the early 50s, probably my age, in the early 50s. And Chad said, you shot a Walker Colt? He goes, yeah, I wasn't very old. He said, that thing about knocked me on my ass. And he goes, where's that gun now? He said, well, I was down in Arizona then. He said, I think it's in a safe down there. He goes, do you know how much that gun is worth? He said, well, I figure it's got to be worth $4,000 or $5,000. And Chad looked at him and said, the last Walker Colt that sold at auction sold for $950,000.
Wow. Mm-hmm. He didn't.
Well, Colt only made one run of them for the Rangers, and it was a heavy gun. So the guy looked at Chad and he goes, well, you know, I'm retired. I guess I can start putting a little meat in my beans. Chad said, I was having my, he said, I was having my Indiana Jones moment.
Wow.
Remember when we went to shoot guns at a thing, and it was like a automatic gun that looked like, what was the name of it?
Oh, when we were in Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, yeah.
Yeah, we rented some automatic weapons from a range. I had Wendy shooting an old, it was old M1A1, the fully automatic ones from Vietnam.
Next time you come up, we'll have to
so
shoot.
She's in there
really
banging away, so I videoed it.
It is fun.
I took the video home, showed it to the kids. I said, see the woman with the machine gun there? It's your mother, go clean your room.
That was fun.
She
when
had
you guys
fun.
Come up, we gotta shoot. Next time you come up.
We gotta shoot.
We gotta go shooting. And
last time I shot.
When was it? Never.
Lupe.
We don't want to do it in the wintertime, too cold. I got two guns I haven't even shot yet. I'm gonna have to get them on the porch when I get home and start banging away with them.
Some automatics, right? Some rifles, so I can video.
You did a whole bunch of them.
I went like this. Christian shooting everybody down. What? I'm pretty good. Yeah.
I think one of the funniest times when it was a couple from Hawaii came to our house, and they had not shot, so they had everything from a .22, which is the smallest little gun, to great big calibers.
44 Magnums,
44s.
pistol
So they
and
went there to shoot there.
Well, they came to our house,
Yeah.
and they were out. It was wintertime, and the sound just really travels a lot in the wintertime.
we set the table up in the garage with all the guns, and then we had a silhouette set up out in the garden, and there was no house next door then, so there was nothing over there. And then 5 below 0, so we'd step out, fire, come back in the garage, reload, step out, fire. It was dark, but we had 5 of those outside lights then. They were really bright. Everything was lit up. And it was like 9 o'clock at night, 8:30, 9 o'clock. All of a sudden, but Bert or one of the kids came down. He says, "Hey, Dad, the state troopers are on the recorder up there. It says you have to come out unarmed." I went, "Oh, that's." So I called the troopers, and this woman that sounded like my 4th grade teacher answers. I said, "Oh, is Mr. Summers on PD Road? Were you calling?" She goes, "Yes. Don't you see the 2 troopers at your driveway?" "No, I'm 600 feet back in the woods. I don't see anything." She says, "Well, they're out there. You need to walk out and talk to them." I said, "Well, I'm not going to walk anywhere, but you can let them know I'm coming out on my 4-wheeler, and I'll see them in just a minute." So I get out there, and sure enough, they got a trooper on each side of the driveway with a spotlight on the driveway. So I'm riding down there, and I go, "Hi." And that was pretty crazy. So that guy comes low crawling up. He goes, "Doing a little shooting back there." And "Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of shooting." I said, "You know, from here you can't tell it's lit up back there because it was pitch black. Yeah. All they know is there's a lot of gunfire going on." We had a lot of gunfire going on. And he said, "What are you shooting back there?" I said, "Well, we're shooting some." I left a few of the bigger ones out. I said, "I got a friend that's got a Luger that got from his dad after World War II, and we got some pistols and 44 Magnum pistols." I didn't tell him we had a 44 Magnum carbine, that thing. So I went through a little list. He says, "Well, you know, we just wanted to make sure it wasn't a couple of drunks having a shootout out here." And he said, "It's not considered a disturbance till after 10 o'clock, so you can keep going." "Oh, okay, thanks." I went back in there. By the time I got back there, Danny Hitchcock had all his guns packed up. He wasn't to lose his guns. I said, "Danny, we can shoot some." No, that's it for me. We're done here." That was fun, but it was, I mean, it was lit up real bright back there, but from the road you couldn't see anything. Couldn't see any light filtering through the woods at all. So it's the way I had the lights aimed. They were all kind of aimed in that area.
Been down our driveway so you could see why they couldn't see. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bert's 30th, was it his 30th birthday?
30th birthday, yeah.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah, he had
They
had a bunch of people over. You know, it's his birthday. They all show up with like outdoor chairs, lawn chairs, bringing guns, and they all set up because they want to go shooting. I had a backstop there for quite a while. So, and then Steve, there was a state trooper friend of Bert's that would run the range, so to speak. So he's running the range, so to speak, and they're out there shooting and doing pistol and blah, blah, blah. Well, then they came in for cake and ice cream. So everybody came in for cake and ice cream, and Jessica gave him his AR-15 for his birthday. I think it was his first AR. So we got an AR-15. So, well, we got to go out and try that. So they went out with the AR-15 and started banging away with that thing. And after, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, here comes an expedition with 2 troopers in it coming down the driveway. And Steve looks over towards them, and they're both going. He says, well, because he'd called in and told them we were shooting. He says, we called in and told them we were shooting now. He goes, well, we don't really care except you guys maxed out the 911 line. Yeah. So while they were there, we had a little fun. We had them handcuff Bert and lay him across the...
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
30th birthday?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they handcuffed him. We got some pictures. And that was fun. That was a hoot.
The closest gun experience I ever had growing up was airsoft gun from Academy. And me and my brother would shoot it upstairs, and one time one of the little pellets came back and landed right in our eye.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, oh, this is probably pretty dangerous. And we just never really did anything.
Never got into the guns. Oh,
you just had a little BB gun, not even a BB gun, just a little airsoft. Yeah.
We didn't have guns.
I didn't shoot a gun till...
You didn't?
No.
Oh, I grew up with guns.
I didn't.
Yeah, she grew up out in the country. All her...
Huh?
You had a BB gun that you used for the bird.
BB gun.
Is it a BB gun or is it the airsoft gun?
It's the airsoft gun.
Airsoft gun.
Yeah, Wendy's dad and brothers were all hunters, so they had all kinds of they'd go out after.
Alaska, you have to have a gun.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I think there's a lot of people in Alaska don't have a gun. I think it was like 60% have a gun, but the ones that have a gun usually have like 20.
Yeah, I don't even know how many guns we have.
Yeah,
I don't know how many.
Told me in Alaska, you don't ever confront anybody. You don't ever.
Oh, yeah, it's
get in a
another point
situation.
you already flew
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Like, okay, Dad, you don't mess with anyone. You don't talk back
Yeah.
to anyone. You don't stand,
Yeah.
you just stay quiet.
I got a bumper sticker that says, "An armed society is a polite society."
My pistol sometimes, I had a concealed carry purse for many years. I told you about this story, didn't I? About I had left my pistol in my purse.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're so used to it that it's...
Yeah, it's like a seatbelt. I hadn't just using that purse, even though I hadn't used that purse for that many years. It became like, it's a seatbelt, you know. And when I was so tired, I had worked 12 hours the day before as a volunteer for dental. And I probably saw 50 little children that day. And then we had a meeting in Anchorage, so my mind was like, we got a meeting in Anchorage, and so I had traded with someone, and boom, that next day, plus I was on a antihistamine that made me super drowsy, so I had all these things going against me. Oh, I threw that up on the conveyor belt going right into security, and ooh, that was like, oh, my heart was like, holy moly. I thought, oh my gosh, am I a criminal now? Oh my gosh, do I have a record now? And Doug throws me under the bus. You've had 2 speeding tickets before.
What do you think of that?
Aren't they, what? Crazy. I eat the whole pack at night.
Oh, they're so good.
Only 2.
Huh?
That's crazy good, right?
God, they're so good. You can't stop eating them, man. So good. I tried the vanilla ones and the chocolate and the coconut ones.
Wow.
Wow. What? Like golden.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing. It's like lights. I'm just smiling. Like, it's right.
They're delicious.
And
I'll finish that just watching them.
was it like a lime filling?
Lemon. Yeah, lemon.
They're good.
Aren't they delicious? I never tasted way good. Wow.
Invite feelings of expanse and rest into this moment.
How do you feel right now?
Wow. So relaxing.
Can you see yourself doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Apple already has all your eyes.
Really? Bastards.
But it's worth it, right?
Yep.
Welcome to keep your eyes open or closed.
You know what, Mr. Summers?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
go.
figure this is a $50 ride.
I'm gonna go see out.
We'll see you in the morning.
In the morning, yeah, I'll be out.
All right.
I can hear you, Doug. Somewhere.
5:45. You want a coffee in the morning?
What's that?
Coffee? You want a coffee in the morning?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I can make one down there.
Okay, perfect. I'll meet you down there at 5:55.
5:55.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Sounds
Get some
good.
rest, Doug.
You don't see me coming from me out of bed with a sweat.
All right, I will. I'll come knocking.
We'll see you later on tomorrow.
Crazy.
Oh, Christian.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Nice. Everybody likes it.
Maybe you gotta try this.
You gotta come try this when you're ready. You gotta come try this one.
Try the old
You know, I'm come try the.
It's like amazing. Your son is so good at teaching you.
I'm already
how to
know
do it.
Pretty cool.
Did you eat sweet potatoes, Christian?
No, I want some. I'll have some right now.
Everything's more defined than the other goggle.
So you want to change the environment?
How do you change it?
So tap up here. Tap
Where?
the button up top on your thing.
Right here?
Yep. Now look to your left. You don't have to look, turn your face. Just, you see the little 3 dots?
Yeah.
Landscapes. You see landscapes?
I-
It's like apps,
is it-
environments.
Okay, I see apps, people, environments.
Okay, look at it, stare at environments. And tap your fingers. Yep, tap your finger. And then you can pick the moon.
Wait. Wow.
Hello.
I got my alterations all good to go.
Yeah?
I got so many cute white outfits.
Yeah?
I'm in the mountains in the snow. Wow, dude. That is crazy, Christian. Hey, but you know, the other one has similar stuff, but not as clear as this one.
What are you guys eating? Ground beef? Chicken?
Sweet potatoes.
You gotta be good, girl.
My favorite rice in the world.
Rice. Chicken.
They're trying to get him off in 3 weeks for the wedding. So they're going to do a double chain, and so they did it, was it yesterday?
Is your mouth hurting?
My teeth are all sore, yeah.
Yeah.
Had a double chain on there. Babe, they were so nice.
Was it a married couple?
No, it's the shop owner and his social media person. She's super cute.
For your dress or what? Mm-hmm. You want to shout him out real quick?
Huge thank you to Mario and Victoria at Montrose Tailors. They crushed it. They're doing the wedding dress, they're doing a bridal brunch dress, they're doing some other like little wedding outfit fits. And then I showed them a couple pants that Sunny and Kevin got me for Egypt, but they didn't fit. They're like, basically everything needed like 6 inches taken off the bottom. And you look so cute.
Dad's on a different planet right now.
Your dad's gone. He's like, bye.
Yeah. How you doing, Dad?
Wow, that's so cool. Wow, it's so cool. Gosh, it's amazing.